Hey guys, Dominus here and welcome to Medieval Dynasty. This game has been through a lot. I've tried it when it came out a couple years back, but I didn't touch it since then, so I kinda wanna try it out again. I hope you will enjoy the video. If you do, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And let's get into it. So let's try it out. A new game, The Valley, the Oxbow. In this mode you will follow the story of Rasimir and his male descendants, single player only, the original game mode. The Oxbow. In this mode you will be able to create your own custom character. Single player, some mechanics may differ from the original. Let's go with The Valley.
I used to have a simple life. Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it. Being the eldest son, it's tough. But at least we had a living, and our plates were never empty. Then, the war came. I lost everything overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered. A story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start a new life.
Okay, that intro was kinda nice. I didn't know the game had this kind of story. I think they added that before. Okay. Starting a new life, talk to the stallion. Okay, let's go. The graphics are very nice. Discovered animal, spot rabbit, fox. So basically we are just going straight from the cinematic. We just spot the valley, I guess. And we need to get down. Okay, Gostovia, Hornica. And let's go down to the village. Okay, time to make a screenshot. Sorry for that. This is supposed to be a very chill game, not a lot of combat. What's this? Chest empty, we can rob. So we can rob in this game. Okay, cool. Cows. Okay, so people, they're doing their routines, I guess. A lot of NPCs. This is not a game I remember playing. Uniagost. Though those eyes, I didn't think I would see them again. One blue as the sky and the other black like a lump of coal. Are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. So you aren't one. Good. For a second there, I thought I lost it. Haha. But your eyes, you look just like him. I guess he means our, how was it? I don't know. Not our father, right? Sorry, you must have mistaken me with someone. I'm new in these parts. Just arrived at the valley, actually. My name is Ratimir. I'm Wanda's son, aren't you? Jordan's nephew. What? Did you know my mother? Not really, I knew of her. We didn't ever actually met. He wanted to keep his family separate. I don't think I understand. You will wait. What do you mean by did I know her? Is she well? I hope she is now, whatever that might be. I've lost both my parents in the war. Damn it, this world. I guess it can be cruel as it is beautiful. I'm sorry, my boy. Nobody should lose their loved ones at such a young age. It's okay, Dave died so I could live, and I plan to make the best of this life that I can in order to honor their sacrifice. That's very mature of you. I'm sure they would be proud hearing that. You mentioned my uncle Jordan. I actually came here looking for him. Oh, Rasimir, I hate to be bearer of bad news. Your uncle Jordan is no longer with us. He passed away 3 years ago. I'm so sorry. I understand how you must feel. He was a dear friend of mine. Oh no, that can't be what happened. Don't worry, he died peacefully in his sleep. He didn't suffer, I can promise you that. So what should I do now? You're free to go wherever you like and start a new life. I hereby grant you the permission of the Castellan to build a farm on any unutilized land in the valley, construct yourself a house and see what comes next for you. You can even build a whole village if you please. There are many travelers passing through, maybe some of them would like to join your settlement. Just like that, I can take the land free of charge. Well, you'd have to pay taxes to the king annually, but apart from that, you're free to do as you please. As long as you don't break the law, of course. Or at least if you don't get caught doing so. That sounds amazing. The valley looks beautiful as well. I think I'll stay here and see what the Fae has stored in me. I'm glad to hear that. You can find resources all over their land. Grab a few rocks and sticks from the ground and craft yourself a simple axe. With it, you can cut down trees and chop them into logs. Then you can create a wooden hammer that will be crucial in the building process. I'm sure you'll get a hang of it. When you build yourself a home, come back to Gostovia and talk to my wife, Dobronega. She managed the tavern. Ask her to feed you, you must be famished. And then grab some beers for both of us and come back. I'll tell you some stories about Jordan. Okay, that sounds like a plan to me. Okay, let's go and gather some resources so I can talk to every NPC. Let me see. I'm not allowed to talk to strangers. I'll be on my way then. Who's this guy?
I believe we haven't met before.
Be welcome, stranger. Okay, I'm gonna talk to the NPCs later on. Can I collect from the village straight away? Rock blocked. Okay, let me go out of the village. I don't see any rocks. Stone. Okay, we got one. Some flowers. St. John's wort. Oh, that's the name of a flower. Okay, we got stone. Creation menu, I guess. Buildings and crafting. Stone axe. Alright, we need to create a wooden hammer. So we go ahead and chop down a tree. You can't gather this resource. The area is restricted. Cut trees. Why? I guess it's close to the village. Okay, let me try go a bit further away. Yes. Oh. My stamina is low, almost passed away. Cut trees. Okay, what now? Straw. Feather. Okay, so how do I make straw? Straw, wooden shovel. Campfire. Trucks, seed stables. I guess I need to craft wooden hammer, and maybe using that I can make straws. So how do I assign? Okay, let me put wooden hammer to 2. So what now? Creation menu. It's normal firewood. Okay, let me try and cut down one more tree. Okay. Coin. Skills. Journal, management, technology. Okay, we got knowledge. So how do I make the straw? Fences, definitely not in there. Furniture and decorations. Workstations. Hunting, laundry. Lumberjack. Wooden spear. Firewood. What's this? Who's this guy? Wagoneer. Where can I find... have you heard anything interesting recently? Tutki, you should go there. Supposedly there's someone in need of your assistance.
Take care. Would you go faster if I painted some flames on your coat?
Okay, let me see if I can read something. And if you need an axe and cut down some trees for construction, simple roof I could make of straw. I can get it from a reed that should grow on the bank of a large river. Okay, I guess we need to read the quest. And here is the straw. Simple as that. New level survival. Build your first house. I don't want to put it far from the village. So let's build. Let's try to build that house. Creation menu, buildings, farming, houses. Simple small house. The area is restricted. Okay. I think here close to road is fine. Spectrum mode. Left alt, not working. Okay, rotate. Okay, I think this... maybe like this. Yeah, this will be a bit better. Okay, so what do we do now? Log. So we need logs to finish the foundation. Okay, so let me cut some more. Kinda like the music too, it's really relaxing. I mean, the entire game is just chill, so... Okay, let me get one more. I'm sure I will need more anyway. Okay, I need stone. Stones are really hard to spot. I think I'm gonna make a torch as well. Can we make a torch? Yes. Okay, let me cut a few more trees. Okay, I got 12. Let's finish this tree, and I think we should be good. Okay, on the bottom left, I noticed there is a... We're almost full. Yes, we are full now, and we cannot sprint. Okay, so we need 7 for the framing. Okay, let's finish the... Doesn't matter anyway. What's added? Oh, I can change the position. I kinda want a window. Like window here. Wooden wall, stone wall. Metal, okay, wooden wall. Okay, let me use all sticks before going back for the logs. Okay, let me cut more. We can take the sticks too, we will need everything anyway. God, this game is beautiful. I think it came out in 21 or something like that, but the graphics are top notch. Okay, I think it's time to craft torch. Simple torch. Okay, let me put it to quick slot. Why can't I do that? Oh, I had a torch before. Oh, it's already in my... okay. Oh, torch with F. That's cool, so I can have both. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is a wooden and this is wattle wall. Wooden wall. Let's just go with wattle wall. We will build a better house later anyway, so... Okay, we need straws. And one more log. Let me craft. Okay, we need stones again. Okay. Craft the axe. Okay, we're getting one. I'm wondering if the resources will reappear again, or I will just have to find it elsewhere. Okay, and one more tree should be enough. Oh, the torch is depleting. Just be careful using it. It's not that hard to craft it, so... Wait, where is my... Oh, my hammer broke down. Thatch roof. Okay, we finished the house and we completed the first chapter. Survive for a season, hunt a wild animal. Okay, simple bed, double simple bed. Can we put window? I guess there were no windows back then, right? Did they have glass back then? I'm not sure. Wait. Dried meat. Craft. We can craft things. Okay. So... What's our... Okay, we are also hungry and thirsty. So let's eat something. How do I eat? F. Okay. And let's... Less food consumption. Type of verb used for reducing the feeling of hunger. So, health, apple. Water roll. Okay, so how do I get water? Do I just drink straight from the river? Can I craft some kind of flask? Oh, simple bag. Let me see, can I drink from the river? Yes, I can. Okay, I'm glad I set up my house close to the water source. Okay, so let's sleep. Sleep next day. Yeah, let's sleep. I kinda don't wanna play during the night. The game is so gorgeous. And I'm making screenshots, sorry for that. Okay, so let's build spear? No. Wooden spear. Stone knife. Okay, we need stone. Okay, we got stone knife. And we need to set a rabbit trap and hunt a wild animal. We got a lot of quests in the village. But yeah, let me just go to talk to the guy again. I don't want to miss on the story. Hi guys. Okay, where's the guy? Oh, well, it's his wife, right? Yes. Hello, what can I help you with? Hi, you are Dobroniega, right? Nice to meet you, I'm Rasimir. That's right, nice to meet you too, Rasimir. What's bring you to me? Uniagos told me that you can fix me up with some food. I haven't eaten a proper meal in weeks. Well, it depends what proper means to you, but I can offer you something warm and filling. That sounds more than amazing. There you go now tell me something about yourself. How do you know my husband? There's nothing much really to say. I've just arrived at the valley looking for my uncle Jordan. Didn't expect to be down searching so quickly, to be honest. Oh yes, he was Uniagos' friend. I remember now hearing that he had eyes just like yours. I'm sorry for your loss. That's okay, I don't even remember him really. Most that I know about him is from my mother's stories. She always looked up to her big brother, loved him furiously even when he stopped visiting. A lot of people did, from what I've heard. There was something special about him. Yeah, tough shoes to fill, huh? The only shoes that you need to worry about filling are your own. Every man is the architect of his own fortune. Thank you for saying that, it's what I need to do here, but let's not talk about me anymore. What's your story? I was part of a traveling band of troubadours. I've never managed to learn how to play any instrument, but I was pretty decent with my singing. Our travels brought us to the valley not long after the death of your uncle. I still remember seeing Uniagos for the first time. He had so much sadness in his eyes. Jordan wasn't just a friend of his, he was a part of him. The band left a few days later. I stayed. There was something in Uniagos' presence that I simply knew my place was by his side. You probably noticed the age difference. I actually did. What? Are you implying that I look old? Nothing of sorts anyway, so it looks like you were anchored here by love. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, you could call it that, or blindness, or stupidity, poor judgment maybe, whatever sounds best to you. Pretend all you like. You fell hard for a grandpa with sad eyes, and you know it. I did. He annoys me sometimes like nobody else, yet I can't imagine breathing without him. But don't let me go all soft on you. You surely got some places to go. It was a pleasure talking to you, Dobroniega, every second of it. Here, I know it's not much, but it will come in handy when starting a new life. Everything costs coins these days. I really appreciate it, but I'm not looking for a charity. I'll manage. Oh, come on, don't try to be a hero. Man, alright, do something for me then. It won't be a handout, just your first pay. That I can agree on. What do you need? There's a farmer in the village. She's called Jarognieva. She usually supplies the tavern with rye, but I haven't got anything from her in a while. My stock is almost gone, and you don't even want to imagine what would happen to these people when we run out of beer. Consider it done. While we're speaking of beer, Uniagos asked me to grab a couple for us. Of course, here you go. Great, thank you. He promised to tell me some stories about Jordan. Oh, I see. Well, in that case, thank you. Okay. Deliver. We need to deliver the beer. Where is he? Okay, he's flirting with someone else. Shame on you, Uniagos. Shame on you, really. Hey, Uniagos, you're looking at a proud house owner from the village, and I'm back bearing beers. A job well done indeed. Alright, let me wet my throat with this amber goodness and start reminiscing. I knew Jordan for 22 years before he died. He was my best friend and truest friend, a brother actually. I remember the day we met as it was yesterday. I was 25 at the time, living in the big city of Ellenberg where I was born. You could say I hated that place, but still it was the only home I ever knew. Maybe someday I'll tell you more about that. Anyway, I was forced to take care of my own, so I did, doing the only thing I could do. Stealing. You were a thief? I was, and a bloody good one, if I might say. Picking pockets was my bread and butter. I could steal a piece of steak right from your fork and you wouldn't even notice. It wasn't greed that motivated me, just survival. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy the process. Stealing is still a crime, no matter the motivation. I'd say you'll want to wait and hear a bit more before getting all high and mighty on me. I'm sorry, go on. We had an annual festival at the Ellenberg. It was always brought a whole bunch of outsiders to town. You can imagine what that meant for a man in my profession. I could do a day's worth of work in a matter of minutes. I grabbed a few coins here and there, some jewelry, a pair of new boots, and then I saw a nobleman with a money bag strapped to his belt. It was basically begging to be set free. I sneaked behind him in the crowd like I did 1,000 times before. Child's play, I gently grabbed the pouch, did a little shimming magic, and there it was, sitting neatly in my palm. Just needed to turn around, disappear like always, and then wham! What happened? I was punched in the face by what felt like a ball, and I was so shocked I didn't even realize what happened until I hit the ground. My head was pounding, I could barely see straight. And do you know what was the first thing I saw next? Another blow coming? No, a smile, a big radiant smile on the face of the man with two different eyes. It was your Uncle Jordan, the one I took for a nobleman. He stuck his hand out, helped me to get up, and offered me a beer. Wait, he did realize you were just trying to rob him, right? Of course he did. I don't get it. That's just how Jordan was. You see, your uncle was deadly clever, smartest man I ever known, hands down. He could see the world like nobody else, predict things. He was always the least a dozen steps ahead of anyone else, so on a rare occasion that somebody surprised him, he was intrigued. And he wasn't expecting you. Indeed, apparently, even despite my failure, I was still that one that came the closest to robbing him, and he liked that. So I'm guessing you accepted his invitation, right? I didn't really have a choice, did I? I was terrified of the guy at the moment, so we went. He took me to the most expensive, most crowded tavern in the whole town. Remember that it was the day of the festival. Even entering that place was next to impossible. He didn't seem to care though. In the matter of seconds, we were sitting at a table being serviced by two barmaids at the same time. It was surreal. In my mind, there was only one explanation. He owned the place, and did he? Not at all. It was his first time in Ellenberg. It all felt like a dream, to be honest, especially with me still being dazed after the punch. I was still sure he was a nobleman, his manners, his clothes, the way he talked and moved. Then he chugged a beer like it was a race, wiped the face with his sleeve and burped like a drum. He went from the lord to the savage like that. I relived that moment a dozen times until I realized why he did that. It wasn't a mistake, oh no. No laziness, no moment of weakness. He wanted me to see it, to understand it. Understand what? That he was full of crap. Haha. You see, Rasimir, your uncle, was one of a kind. He was a true master of arms, and his weapon of choice was his confidence. What does that even mean? Imagine a closed door with two armed guards at its sides, and you want what's inside. What are your options? You can force yourself in, bribe the guards, try to pick a lock, but Jordan? He just holds his head up high, walks right in, and demands the door to be open. You were right, that all sounds surreal. I never knew that about my uncle. My mother's stories were quite different. Because I'm afraid she knew a quite different Jordan than me, than everybody in the pack. Wait, the pack? Oh dear Rasimir, there's so much more you still don't know. Our story hasn't even really begun, but it's getting late. Come on, you can just leave me hanging like that. Alright, I'm going to tell you a bit more. After that beer we had a couple more, then some meat if I remember correctly. We were talking about our past, our dreams, convictions, started making some drunk and absurd plans. I thought we were joking, to be honest. The next thing I remember is waking up in silk sheets. I'm guessing they weren't yours, correct? Are you kidding? It was the first time I ever touched fabric like that. The ceiling in the chamber was so high it could fit a giant. I thought I was dreaming, then the servants walked in. I was ready to flee, but instead of fighting me, they presented me with breakfast. Really, how come? It was all Jordan's doing. I never found out how he managed to pull it off. Whenever I asked, he just burst into laughter. Even years after, needless to say, I left Ellenberg with him on that day. The first time I went outside of the town's walls, I never came back. That was the day the pack was born, and 3 years later there were 5 of us, a real team, a family. We called ourselves the Reminders. Oh, how I wish I could be there. It all sounds incredible. I've never had adventures like that and probably never will. Easy, my boy, it wasn't always fun and lovely, but it's a tale for another time. It really did get late, and I'm sure you still have a lot of work to do. Come and find me tomorrow, we'll talk some more. I'll do that. Thank you, Unighost, for everything. Okay, we also increased our dynasty reputation. And yeah, I'm gonna end the first part here. I'm gonna be playing this game more. I really like it, especially the graphics and the lore so far. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And until next time, peace.